talkSPORT's man out in Christchurch, Jon Norman, joins the show now to talk all things cricket. Johnny, a very good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning to Gabby. Good morning to you, Al. Gabby, what are you doing? You should be here. You should be here watching some cricket, sampling some of the finest that New Zealand can offer. We've done Australia, Al. We've done Australia twice. You've got to be here. We've still got another 2 tests to come, by the way. You would absolutely love it. We just had here at the Hagley Oval one of the best days cricket I've seen in quite some time as well.
Really?
This test is set up beautifully. Absolutely.
We wanted
Four
to
spinners
come.
going the way of the off spinner.
But Alan had to pay his own flight, so he didn't want to come over. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's probably where it's all going to be falling down a touch. But I tell you what, it's worth it. Whether Alan pays for his flight or not, we've got a cracking test series here that we're bringing you on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel. Set up today, Ben Stokes winning the toss, deciding to bowl first despite the blue sunny skies, 27, 28 degrees. I'm not sure you would like that quite so much, Alan. Gabby, you would have loved that.
I love a bit of that. Don't worry about that.
Came at New Zealand. Came at New Zealand all day, and it was 5 wickets in that evening session that, whilst his test is still in the balance, just probably tipped it England's way.
And you know, it's a part of the world that I have not been to.
Really?
Australia, yes, but New Zealand, no. They tell me it's beautiful.
Yes, I've heard.
Johnny, you know it very well. By the way, Christchurch, is that South Island or North?
It is a South Island. It's known as the most English of all the New Zealand cities. Don't let that put you off, though, Al. Dunedin, about 5 hours away. It's Gaelic for Edinburgh. So, you know, we're kind of going in the right direction. But, yeah, it's been beautiful. We touched down on Saturday. We've been treated to Kiwi hospitality every day since. The climate's been quite changeable, but we were treated to a wine tasting up at Port Hills, about half an hour away, just up the side of the hills here in
Cloudy
Christchurch.
Bay, bit of Cloudy Bay.
I mean, you've been. Well, Cloudy Bay is more Blenheim. That is also in the South Island. That's going up towards Wellington. But I tell you what, Al, I know you and Gabby have often taken Harmy out for a beer or two along the way over the last few years. He was on the wine. He was on the wine up at Port Hills, Tussock's Hill.
Excuse me.
And I think he's a convert. He's a convert to New Zealand white wine, Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, mind you, if you tasted the lager's murder. That's why he's on the wine.
John, you are there to work, you know, John.
Really? It is talkSPORT, Gabby. Come on.
Joe Root's 150th Test appearance for England.
Well, I tell you what can you say about Joe Root that has not been said before? And there's a great interview with the big man, Steve Harmison, former teammates. That's how long Joe Root's been playing. But Joe Root playing in his 150th Test match, and he's fielding at short leg, close to the bat. He wore one on the shoulder. He wore one on the wrist. I'm not sure I'd be putting my best bat at short leg, but that tells you all you need to know. That's the fielding position where the newbie fields, not the guy that scored more test runs than any other Englishman in the history of the game, not the guy that's England's best bat, and not the guy that's going to have to come out tomorrow and bat well for England to get back, not back into this game. They're in a good position, but certainly someone's going to have to score some runs tomorrow, and you wouldn't bet on anyone other than Joe Root being that man.
We thought Kane Williamson, when we heard he was going to play, would be a problem, and he was 93. And what about Bashir for England? Was he England's star with the ball in hand?
My best bowler today was Bryden Cast. Now, Harmy's been talking about him for a long time. Tall man from Durham, and he looks the real deal. He gave the batters a hurry up. He extracted good bounce from a pitch which isn't giving too much away to the likes of Atkinson, Woakes and Stokes, but it will be Bashir who takes the headlines because, of course, New Zealand, they've not even picked a spinner. Well, they have in Glenn Phillips and Rachin Ravindra, but they're more batting spinners.
Yeah.
Shoaib Bashir is an out-and-out number 11 spinner, and it's the 4 wickets that he's taken today that actually is the difference between the two sides.
Johnny, sounds great. We look forward to today's.
Yes, thank you, John.
And hopefully England can get back in this. Thank you, Jon Norman. Now, don't forget the coverage gets back underway live and exclusive on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel from 10 p.m. tonight.